Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I am with a program which is of 2020 examination. Part C, question number 11, which is of 5 marks. And 3 questions will be there in this part. One will be from the inheritance, one will be from the binary tree, and the other one will be from the data structure. So here is the question number 11, which is there to design a class. The question is given there, an interface data is defined with the data member and method volume, which returns the volume of the implementing shape. A superclass base has been defined to contain so and so. Then you can see the name of the interface is given there as data. Data members are given, interface is specified for declaring the constants which are common for the different classes. So here we can see initialize pi so and so value. Then we have a member function, volume, which is returning a value, and then class name base. First one is interface, second one is the class, which is named as base. It has got a data member rad, which is for storing the radius. We have a constructor here, which is used to give the values to the data members, initial values. Void show, which will be displaying the radius with a message. Next you can see the derived class. We have first one interface and another one class, which is named as base. From there we have to derive calvol. Data member is there in the calvol. ht, which is storing the height. Then constructor is declared here, which is responsible for taking the arguments for the current class as well as the base class. Double volume, this is overriding the method which is given in the interface. Void show, overriding the method which is given in the base class. So two methods are to be used here for the overriding. Volume is calculating and returning the volume of the sphere by using the formula. Double volume is calculating and returning the volume of a sphere by using the formula pi r square h. Then void show will be displaying the values of both the data members of the base class as well as the calvol. Then you are given with a common instruction. Assume that the interface data and the superclass base has been defined. Using the concept of inheritance, specify the class calvol giving the details of constructor, double volume and void show. You are expected to write only one class, which is named as calvol. The other ones are designed for you. You assume this is what is given in the question. So in the board examination you have to write only the last class. But since we are studying, we have to see how we can write the other classes and all. Again, one more instruction. The interface, superclass, main function and algorithm need not be written. Now let's see this program. In that question, it is given we have an interface, base class and the derived class. They are already designed for you. In the examination, you need not write the interface or the base class. That means you have to follow the instruction as per the question paper. But since we have to understand how to execute it how to write and all, I would like to write both the classes, that is derived class and the base class, as well as our interface. In the question it is told there is an interface named data which is having a value that is pi, and we know that should be declared as a constant, because interfaces are having constants as well as the abstract methods. So we write the interface data. So interface keyword, interface data, and as we know, we have to declare the variable as public to keep the accessibility to all the other coming classes. We are giving public final double. As per the question, it is pi, which is equal to 3.14 semicolon. So we declare the constant which is common for the other coming classes. Next, what we have to have? The abstract method, which is having no body. The function name, the method name is volume. Public double volume, and this is an abstract method, no body should be specified. This method should be overridden in the derived class. Now this is the end of our interface. Just to save it, compile it, and start a new screen to write our base class, then another screen for the class calc1. So save it, then combine it. Yeah, the class name is base. Let us write the class name base on another screen. So write class base. That means we are going to have multiple inheritance with the help of one interface and one class. Two classes cannot be there. We are having class, another one more class, and a derived class is not allowed. One can be an interface, another one can be a class. Then making a derived class is allowed. That is what is the question. Okay, the first one was our interface. Second one is the class which we are going to write. Let us see the class. What is the class name? Class name is base, having data numbers radius, which is a double one or the decimal one. We give double radius, that is R already. Then we have to write the constructor. The constructor is a parameterized constructor. So write base double R you may give, and to this radius it is storing the value of R, that is over. Now we have to have a function which is printing the value of the radius. The radius should be displayed there. So we are writing the function name as void show. Here we have to display the radius is so and so. System dot out dot println the radius is plus what is the variable I displayed. Okay, now close the void show as well as the class base. So this is the second class having one data member, the radius. Second one is the constructor, then the show one, as well as the ending of the class. Compile it and then proceed to the derived class. The name of the third class is CalVol, which is calculating the volume by using the pi's value from the interface, radius from the base class. Calculation will be done here by receiving the other data members. So let us see. Class CalVol. Then we have to extend it from the previous class and then implement it from the interface. Extends, which was our base class base. Now we have to have that second one, that is our interface. Interfaces are implemented. So you may write implements what? The interface name. What was that? Data. So class CalVol is extending the base class and then it is implementing the interface. Next, there is one variable named height, double HT. Then we have to have the constructor from the derived class. CalVol receive all the data members which are required for the base class also. Then we are giving double RR for the radius and for the height I am giving double HH. Out of this, the radius should be passed to the base class. Give super will be going with what? Radius. And HH should go to the height. We are giving HT with the HH. Constructor is O. Now we have to calculate our volume. Then in the volume we will write it as public void public double volume. Then within that we have to calculate it, the volume double V is equal to, the volume of the sphere is equal to pi r square h. So we have a pi which is from that interface math dot radius square rad comma 2 radius square into ht height pi r square height h calculated. Now we have to return the volume. So we give return the V. Close it. Next what we have? We have to have the show function which is there in the derived class. Give void show. Here we have to display after the calculation because main is not required here, main is not asked here. Here we have to create the object for that. For our interface we cannot create an object, but we can create an object for our current class CalVol. So we give CalVol C is equal to new cal vol with the variables what are required for the constructors. We are giving 3 and 4. 3 is the radius and 4 is the height. 3 comma 4 semicolon. Alright, so we are creating the void function with the class name cal vol. C is equal to, C is the object name, new cal vol 3 comma 4. Okay, that is for creating the object. So what will happen? 3 will go to RR and 4 will go to the double H. RR in turn will go to the class base as the radius. HH will be going to the current class as the height. Alright, then rest of the thing, let's see. Now we want to calculate the volume by using the function double volume. Double volume is returning a value. Give the variable for that. Double VL is equal to, VL is standing for the volume. What is that? C dot volume. So right now this volume function of the current class will be invoked, which will calculate pi multiplied by pi is from the interface. Radius is calculated with the power, means square of the radius, and the height, everything is calculated and stored in the V, returning the V to the left side, and later on we are displaying the value. SOVLN, the volume is plus the VL. Show function is over. Finally our class is also over. So as per the execution, when the object is created, 3 will go to RR, 4 will go to the H, in turn RR will go to the radius, H will come to the height. For the calculation, those values from the interface, pi is taken, radius is taken from the base class, height is taken from the current class, volume, the volume is calculated and stored. It is returning to the calling function to the left side, then it is printed. I think it is clear. Please note down. Now let's see the execution of this program on the computer. The interface is given, which is already defined for you. Interface data, declaring the constant there with the value of pi and public double volume. This is the interface. Compile it. No errors. Close it. Let's see the base class. Class base, double radius, constructor. Afterwards we proceed to the show function. Then after the show we are back to the end of the class. Just to compile it. No errors. Close it. Next is cal vol. You can see the cal vol is derived from the interface data as well as the class base. Multiple inheritance. If both the classes were used, we should not have created this class CalVol. Since the first one is interface, second one is a base, we can have this kind of a derivation where the data is considered as father, base is considered as mother, and the CalVol is considered as the son. Okay, anyway, let us see the CalVol. Class CalVol extends base, implements data, because second one was interface, first one is our class. Double height constructor which is receiving values for both the classes, and then it is supplying the value to the base class, calculating of the volume, calculating by applying the formula, calculated value is returned, void show, calling the member function of the base class show, creating the object. 3 is the radius, 4 is the height, double V is equal to CV dot volume, CV is the object, so the current class volume function is called. It is calculating the value by using the pi, which is from the interface, radius is from the base class, HT is from the current class, returned value will be coming to the V, and then it is displayed along with the message. Let us compile this also. No errors. Close it. Right click. New CalVol. Asking for the radius 5 and the other one is 3. Give it the value will be displayed now when we are clicking on the show. So here it is given, radius is 5, volume calculated is also printed in front of you. So this is the way of solving such kind of a question. Now you have to do the comments in that program, variable descriptions, then you will get that file. Thank you.